joining us from Doha. Mohamad, thanks so much for coming onto the program. Why has Egypt's President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi now made this decision to lift that state of emergency that's been in place for so long?
Well, I think it's largely cosmetic. I think he wants to project stability and safety to, international allies, regional actors. That's important for him. And he wants to be seen as the one who is sort of able to rescue Egypt from chaos and instability. But, while I think we all hope that Egypt becomes a place of stability and security, it's probably unlikely to happen in an environment that is characterized by dictatorship, autocracy, and political and social eliminationism. We know that dictatorships can produce stability, they can manufacture stability for short periods of time, but typically they're short-lived. We also have to remember that his message today is something of a contradiction. Within the last few months, he's been warning Egyptians about the specter of terrorism, reminding Egyptians that Egypt is unstable. And I think it's also important to remember that during Sisi's 8-year rule of Egypt, so far, Egypt has been more unstable quantitatively and qualitatively than at any other time and during any other 8-year stretch in its modern history. We can look at all of the metrics and they all show the same thing.
Yeah, it's very interesting because Sisi took to social media to say he's made the decision because Egypt is now, and I quote, an oasis of security and stability in the region. How, though, do you think is this now going to affect the people of Egypt? Are they going to see any difference in their daily lives now that the state of emergency has been lifted?
Well, this will make it a little bit more difficult for the government to do some things like search people's homes without warrants and refer people to state security courts. But for the most part, we know that the government has a plethora of tools that it can use to be, dictatorial, to be repressive, and to be brutal. Some of Sisi's most repressive actions, we have to remember, were carried out years ago when Egypt was not in a state of emergency. He has the anti-terrorism law of 2015 at his, which is accessible to him, that broadly defines terrorism as obstructing the work of the judiciary and disturbing public order, among other definitions. So he also has the anti-protest law and a host of other laws that he can use to refer civilians to military courts, shut down opposition media outlets, eliminate opposition parties, and so on and so forth.
Mohamad Elmasry, really great to get your analysis on this. Speaking to us there from Doha. Thanks so much.